Hey there, Soap Squad. Welcome back to B&B for Phone, your ultimate destination for all the juiciest drama unfolding in Los Angeles. Can you believe the absolute chaos erupting at Forrester Creations right now? The tension between Katie Logan and Brooke Logan has officially reached a boiling point, and we are witnessing a sisterly war that is going down in the history books. Let's be honest. We all knew that Katie launching her own fashion house, simply named Logan, was going to ruffle some feathers. But the sheer level of hostility we are seeing is off the charts. Brooke actually slapped Katie during their latest screaming match? That's crazy. A physical altercation in the executive offices tells you everything you need to know about how contentious this situation has become. I am absolutely living for this villain-era energy from both of them, but we really need to dive deep into the psychological warfare happening behind the scenes. Brooke, in her classic, arrogant fashion, is trying to play the magnanimous older sister. Even after delivering a stinging slap across Katie's face, Brooke has the audacity to insist that she is fully supporting Katie and sincerely hopes her new business venture is a success. Are you kidding me? This is vintage Brooke Logan behavior. She desperately needs to maintain her self-image as the benevolent matriarch of the family. She wants to look down from her high horse at Forrester Creations and pat Katie on the head. Brooke thinks she has the upper hand, completely unaware of the massive storm brewing right under her nose. Brooke's blind spot has always been her ego, and right now, her ego is telling her that Katie is no real threat. But here's the surprise that is going to shake the very foundations of this family. Katie is not the helpless younger sister anymore. She is smug, she is calculating, and she is dropping some major hints. During their heated exchange, Katie smugly suggested that a little hope is all she needs. Amazing! What a brilliant, subtle, and completely loaded double entendre. Katie isn't just talking about optimism, she is directly hinting at her master plan to poach Hope Logan away from Forrester Creations. Katie knows exactly what she is doing. She is weaponizing Brooke's own daughter against her. The psychology here is fascinating because Katie has spent her entire life losing things to Brooke. She lost Bill Spencer to Brooke in one of the most devastating betrayals in soap history. Now, Katie is flipping the script. She wants to take Brooke's most prized possession, her daughter's loyalty and her daughter's lucrative fashion line. And you won't believe what happens next if Katie decides to completely take the gloves off. You guys have been asking us, what if Katie gets deeply offended by Brooke's condescending attitude, crosses the line, and just blurts out the truth? Imagine the sheer suspense of that scene. What if Katie looks Brooke dead in the eye, nursing her slapped cheek, and tells her that she is a total loser because Hope has already agreed to join the Logan fashion house? The devastation on Brooke's face would be Emmy-worthy. Brooke's entire world revolves around protecting Hope. If Katie drops that bomb, it wouldn't just be a corporate victory, it would be a deeply personal, soul-crushing defeat for Brooke. It would validate every insecurity Brooke has ever had about her family falling apart. However, we need to look at the reality of this slow-paced plot and where it is actually heading. Donna Logan, the perpetual peacemaker of the family, has already figured out Katie's devious plan. Donna is absolutely terrified. She knows that trying to lure Hope away from Forrester Creations isn't just a business move, it is a declaration of war. Donna is frantically warning Katie to back off before she ignites a family feud that they can never recover from. But Katie is standing her ground, ruthlessly arguing that business is business. Katie is completely blinded by her ambition and her lingering resentment toward her sister. She genuinely believes she can separate family feelings from corporate rating, which is the most naive thing anyone could ever think in Los Angeles. Meanwhile, we have Liam Spencer heavily stirring the pot. Liam is constantly checking in with Hope, actively pressuring her to jump ship and run over to Katie's company. Let me tell you, my personal bias against Liam is screaming right now. Why does he always feel the need to control the women in his life? Liam is making all these supposedly logical arguments about the bright future Hope could have at the Logan fashion house, completely free from the toxic environment at Forrester. Liam is terrified that Hope is making a massive mistake by staying and subjecting herself to more mistreatment. He hates the Forrester influence, and he especially hates the fact that Steffy Forrester Finnegan is calling the shots. Liam wants Hope in a safe, controllable bubble, and he thinks Katie's company is the perfect place for that. But here is the ultimate plot twist that Katie and Liam are both completely failing to anticipate. Hope is not the fragile, easily manipulated girl they think she is. Hope is refusing to give Liam the answer he wants. She is not going to abandon Hope for the future. She has poured her blood, sweat, and tears into that line for years, and she is not going to just hand it over or walk away from her legacy. Instead of running away from the battlefield, Hope is choosing to escalate the war. Hope has decided that the only way to protect herself and her brand is to change the leadership at Forrester Creations. That's right, soap fans. Hope is actively urging Brooke to pursue the co-CEO position. Hope doesn't want to leave Forrester. She wants her mother to take over the throne. This completely changes the dynamic of the entire show. Katie is out here counting her chickens, thinking she has secured Hope for her new company, while Hope is actually orchestrating a massive corporate coup to install Brooke as the ultimate power player. If Katie prematurely gloats to Brooke about stealing Hope, she is going to look incredibly foolish when Hope publicly declares her loyalty to Forrester and to her mother's new regime. And let's talk about how Brooke is executing this master plan, because it is classic, manipulative Brooke Logan at her absolute finest. Brooke didn't just walk into the boardroom with a pie chart and a business proposal. Oh no, she took the battle straight to the bedroom. Brooke made a highly seductive offer to Ridge Forrester when he got home. She is using their romance, their history, and her undeniable charm to manipulate Ridge into replacing Steffy with her. Ridge is notoriously weak-willed when it comes to the women in his life, especially Brooke. Even though he is clearly uncomfortable with the idea of betraying his own daughter, Ridge simply cannot refuse Brooke's advances. He has actually agreed to consider the co-CEO swap. This is going to cause an absolute earthquake in the Forrester mansion. Steffy is going to blow her top when she finds out that her own father is considering demoting her just to appease Brooke and Hope. Steffy has spent years fighting to establish herself as the undisputed leader of Forrester Creations. The historical rivalry between Steffy and the Logans is going to explode in a way we haven't seen in a decade. Steffy already has her hands full dealing with the chaotic fallout of Ivy Forrester's exposed manipulations and the ridiculous love quadrangle between Will, Elektra, R, Jay, and Dylan. The last thing Steffy needs right now is a hostile takeover orchestrated by her stepmother. So, where does this leave our warring sisters? Katie is aggressively pushing a hostile corporate agenda, completely unaware that the prize she is fighting for, Hope, is already playing a much bigger game. Brooke is blissfully ignorant of Katie's poaching attempts because she is entirely focused on usurping Steffy's throne. When these two massive storylines inevitably collide, the collateral damage is going to be spectacular. Will Katie's new fashion house survive if Hope publicly rejects her offer? Will Brooke's seductive manipulation of Ridge destroy his relationship with Steffy forever? And what happens to the Logan family dynamic when Donna finally throws her hands up and refuses to play referee anymore? We are strapped in for one of the most dramatic rides of the season, and I cannot wait to see who comes out on top. Will it be the ambitious underdog Katie, the manipulative matriarch Brooke, or the fiercely defensive Steffy? Let us know your favorite fan theories down in the comments. Do you think Katie will cross the line and spill her secret? Do you think Ridge will actually betray Steffy? We love reading your predictions.
What do you guys think about today's drama? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for your daily dose of bold and beautiful news. See you in the next video.